Nurturing African SMEs, bridging the barriers to export is the thematic focus of this gathering in Lagos, being attended by diverse players in the small and medium-scale enterprises sector.
SMEs play a major role in economic development in every country, but more so in Africa, where the SMEs account for 60% of the region's business activity, and also over 60% of our GDP. And studies indicate also that in both developed countries and developing countries, SMEs contribute an average of 60% of total formal employment in the manufacturing sector. For African economies, the contribution of the SME sector to job opportunities is even more important.
That is how important SMEs are to the development of economies across the world. It is the same for Africa, but there are challenges slowing down its growth.
SMEs in Africa still face significant obstacles to growth and prosperity. Only a small fraction of African SMEs venture into the export market, and even fewer sustain long-term success. And that's given the unique challenges that they face. Bridging these barriers can empower SMEs to thrive on a continental and global scale. About 60% of African SMEs grapple with access to finance. 60% of SMEs who walk into banks for a loan will be rejected. That's very high.
A basket full of them. That is why this event has been put together by the African Export-Import Bank alongside its partners.
Since the Exports SME program became operational, we have been able to support over 3,000 SMEs across 34 countries. And one of the goals we've set for ourselves is to ensure we scale this up to 10,000 or more within the next 2 years. But we will require all your support, the support of financial institutions here with us today, and the support of SMEs listening to us. The primary objective of this workshop, I want to reiterate again, is that we want to create a vibrant platform for dialogue, for us to hear each other out, for us to listen to each other.
Woodhull Capital is a living example that if you're willing to be trained, if you're willing to be guided, if you're willing to be advised, a small firm can be taken by African institutions and taken onto a global scale.
The mission is simple: address all the challenges and birth a practical solution to them so that Nigeria and the entire continent of Africa can fully reap the benefits of the great potentials of SMEs, especially with the opportunities presented by the African Continental Free Trade Area.
Every single dollar that goes towards our GDP, 50 cents of it, or for every $2 that go to our GDP, $1 of it is contributed by SMEs. That's how important SMEs are. So if we are going to be talking about facilitating economic growth, it will be impossible to do without carrying along the people who contribute 50% of our GDP or our economic growth. So we do a lot, and we spend a lot of time working on the ideas and the concepts and the needs of SMEs.
The broader African economy lies in the hands of our SMEs. By addressing the barriers to export and leveraging the opportunities presented by AFCFTA, we can unlock immense potentials of the MSMEs and all the small businesses. It is our collective responsibility to create an enabling environment that nurtures their growth, innovation, and competitiveness.
So this is actually opening our eyes into the fact that I think it's a swift and a switch into the production level. However, instead of going locally to produce, we can now export whatever production we're making to be exported products.
This is our inaugural program. It's almost like a road show, not only to showcase what we're offering, but also to bring various stakeholders together so that we can now deal with the issues.
We're looking for our next Voltrons, and looking in that sector, you'd find that they're hidden gems, and they need scale, they need a platform, they need awareness, they need people to believe in them. And seeing what we put up today, it shows that international firms like Woodhull Capital, Afrexim Bank as partners, we see them. We need to make them understand that they're valued, that they're important to the value chain, and that there's space for them in the global economy.
When this is over, the data are expected to be on a significant rise. Afrexim Bank and partners envisage more well-sustained SMEs springing up alongside the growing youthful African population to shape the future, while also expecting that the barriers of accessibility to global markets will be significantly brought down. Tokumbo Oyetunji, Arise News, Lagos.